We got playoffs, Madden family. What is it? Is it good or bad? I don't know. We're watching. You guys get to see a little bit of Goo and Mute as he struggles there. So we got uh, bosses or Matt. I don't even know which one is which. It's probably a boss. Steve Smith, 5'9", not great. Can spin, great. But Steve Smith was a really good card. I loved his old card. I just didn't like his height. We'll probably have to pick him up. We'll probably pick him up. Steve, I love Steve Smith. I love Steve Smith. We'll probably pick him up. And just so you guys know, the way you get these cards is you have to turn in, like, he's the NFC side, and Willie McGinest is the AFC side. You turn in, like, all 6 of the guys, and you get Steve Smith and 4 Nats back. You guys will see. You guys will see. So Steve Smith is thumbs up. I like Steve Smith. Who doesn't like Steve Smith? I mean, I guess you could not like him, but trust me, I've used his old card. I recommended him a lot to people. Was a very good card. And here is our AFC card is Willie McGinest. Fair. 6'5", great. Good speed. Especially if you use the Legend Chems. Good power move, good finesse move. Not great. Great would be 99s that you could get him to. But you can get him to like 96, 96, 97, 97, something like that. It's a very comparable card to Clowney. Very comparable card to Clowney, guys. So just keep that in mind. Maybe there's something else hiding in his stats. Maybe he's got really good zone or something. Maybe. I don't know. But Willie McGinest could be really good. Maybe not. He's obviously not Lawrence Taylor. But he's got pass rush stats. He may have coverage stats too that they've really boosted. We'll see. Not everyone really loves the first Willie McGinest. I don't think I've ever played against him. But maybe this one is good for now. We'll see. I mean, there's obviously going to be more legends and stuff that's going to come out. Some good cards. But at 97 overall, it doesn't look like a 97 to me. Especially when I say it. Like, it looks very much like Clowney. So, we'll see. We'll see. Let's find the next card. DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, these stats were obviously wrong. He's not a. Let's go back. Go back. So these stats are obviously wrong for Hopkins, but Hopkins is probably a monster. So I think that's probably a good card to get. But there's a lot of receivers. There's a lot of receivers here. You got Steve Smith. You're gonna have DeAndre Hopkins. There's Brandon Cooks, who, trust me, is an L. I'll tell you guys that right now. But Hopkins is probably pretty good in that Julio, Michael Thomas sort of range of card. You like Texans? D-Hop's fine to get. I'm not really going to cover the low cards too much. I just not a... I mean, if you have a theme team, they're great. If you don't, well, they're not. The Seahawks, Dwayne Brown. Again, he's a solid left tackle. Very solid. He's not Ogden. No power up, but still solid. So, like, if you... It's a good card. Not a great card. It's a good card. He's probably, number 2, number 3 left tackle in the game. When I say great, you guys will be like, card would start on my... I get it. Card would start on your team. I get it, but he's not a power up. You know, I don't really like when they do bosses or masters or bastards or whatever, mosses, whatever they're called. I don't like when they're not power up. So we'll continue. Dwayne Brown, solid left tackle. This Marshawn Lattimore, very, very good corner. Can easily get to 97, 98 speed, no problem. Here, powered up. His agility is it's a little low. His play rec is a little low, but I'm sure he plays really well. He's at least 6 feet tall, which is good. But all these other corners that came out recently, Champ Bailey, Rod Woodson, Ty Law, Pat Pete, and this guy, he's probably the lowest of them, the worst of them, in my opinion. We'll see. Maybe he's got something hidden there, but still a very good card. Very good card. And if you're doing the set and you're getting cards back in that, he's not a bad one to pick if you need a corner. In my opinion, he's not a bad card. The top 10 corner in the game. Easily. And that's something that counts. CJ Mosley, again, good card, but my problem is there's no power up on him. So that hurts. But for the Ravens theme teams, which are already really good, probably maybe the best team, honestly, at this point, it feels like. Again, it's a very good card, Mosley. He always plays well in the game, too. So, slight downs, his strength, his block hitting's a little low, but CJ Mosley, good, solid middle linebacker. No problems there with him at all. Just wish he was a power-up. Or maybe they'll give these guys power-ups, which they should do. Don't be so stingy giving up power-ups. Brandon Cooks. All right. Let's go back to Brandon Cooks. We need to go back to Brandon Cooks. It's important. You guys are going to look at this card and say, 95 speed. He's a power-up. He can get to 99 speed, but he can't spin. And he's more expensive than Tyreek Hill. So, like, this card, it does nothing. He's short. He can't block. He can't spin. No. He's not going to be on my team. And he probably shouldn't be on your team unless you have a theme team. If you have, a Saints or Patriots Rams theme team, or even the team, if you're doing a full team of the week team, maybe he's really good there. But just by himself, he's fast. But there's too many good cards that can do what he does at the same speed and do everything better. So, but I mean, it's a good choice. He looks desirable. Tom Brady, again, I get why you guys like Tom Brady. Very good thrower of the ball. For some reason, he's not as good as Dan Marino here. He's a statue. But Brady's Brady. You want Tom Brady? Get Tom Brady. I'm not getting him. I kind of like mobility. And just so you guys know how the sets are going to work, you just add all of these cards, all the 6 cards for each team to get the 95. It's really simple. How we get the cards, though, we'll find out. There's a captain token coming. The Eagles was Fletcher Cox. Yep. Again, he's a good defensive tackle. He just doesn't stand out. He doesn't stand out too much. But if you need a defensive tackle and you're doing these sets, that's a good one to get. It's a good one to get. Now, should you get these cards yet? We got to find out what the cost of the cards is, how easy to get them, right? Eddie Jackson. Again, this does not look like a 95. EA. Eddie Jackson has played amazing this year. Give him a little bit more love. Give him a power-up. Do something. And they probably won't give him a power-up because of the Thanksgiving card, which, doesn't exist. But, damn, this card should be way better than it is. Should be way better. He's had an amazing year. Just Joey Bosa. Okay. Another card that looks really, really good. And Joey Bosa does play really well. The block shedding at 85, it doesn't really bother me too much. Block shedding is such a dice roll anyway. But at left end, when you've got someone like Khalil Mack, who I think is the richer players have, 82 speed here is just not going to cut it because you need the ability to spy people. But if you don't like to spy anyone, Joey Bosa is really quite good. He's really good. He's going to be 99 power move, 99 finesse move for a lot of people, which is dope. He's one of the only people that can get there, especially at an actual end position. So I get Bosa, good card. He won't be on my team, but he's a good card. Let's see who else we got here. We missing anyone? Mitchell Schwartz. Again, a right tackle. If you don't have that Lane Johnson, this might be the card you get. That Lane Johnson is a better card and is a power-up at least. But this Schwartz is pretty good. I mean, he's a good card. I could see why people would get him. I can definitely see that. Who else we got? Do we got anyone else? Zach Martin. This card now. Right guard is such a weak position in our game. He's the best right guard in the game. I will be adding this card to my team. And then I will promptly not add it when Larry Allen comes out next. But I'm definitely going to be adding this Zach Martin. He's going to be a beast. I love it. I was really hoping he was going to get like the Cowboys card. So he did. Great. Good. Happy. Do we got anyone else? The Van Der Esch rookie premiere. That card's going to be really good too. Jabal Sheard gets a card again. Again, a very good card. You guys know how Sheard plays. He's just a slow end now. Unfortunately, he's a little slow. But I think a lot of people are going to get this card. Because everyone knows that Sheard was glitchy. He was super glitchy early on. He's probably still glitchy now. The high block shed, the high finesse move. He's a good card. He's a good card. But he's got the same problem as Bosa. Just a little slow. So he's not really going to play for me. Because I need people to catch Michael Vick. And he's about 14 speed too slow. If you do power-ups and all that, he's about 12 speed too slow. But that's a big gap when you can get someone like Jason Taylor at 90 speed, 91 speed. You know, Khalil Mack at 91 speed. Or a linebacker down there. Even put Willie McGinest down and just buy him, you know, whatever. That is it. So, depending on how easy it is to actually get the content, will determine where this goes. A lot of usable content, great for theme teams, which is what the playoff promo I was really looking forward to this year and hoping obviously my team made it. But if your team made it, it's a great theme team promo. It really, really is. There's a lot of cards which can help teams. Not always going to make the best teams better, but make the good teams better, you know? So, it's not all for me. And that's why I will tell you guys who I will be adding. Doesn't mean you guys can't add them. Doesn't mean the cards aren't good. I bet all these cards are really good. The one I dislike the most is Brandon Cooks. Because if he can't spin, which I'm pretty sure he can't because his Team of the Week cards got like 70-something spin. Why? That's... yay. You act like he's not agile. He's agile. He's Brandon Cooks. I'm sure he can spin, you know? But that is our playoff preview. Once the content drops tomorrow, we'll check it out. We'll have a lot of fun with it. We'll see how it goes, how the best way to do things is, all that fun stuff. But looking forward to it. I hope it's not expensive. I hope the content is really easy to get. With the Christmas promo, we had everything obviously focused around snow. This promo looks like we went back to our roots of going very set-based. So, I mean, we'll see. Maybe it'll probably be expensive considering you need to finish, $6.95 to get a 97? I mean, you can get them back nat, the 95s. You get 4 95s back, which would quick sell for, what is the 95 quick sell for? 13,000 training. So you get them back nat, 6,500 training times 4, 26,000 training. It'd be better if you got all 6 back. That would be a good deal. 4 out of 6? We'll see, but if it's cheap, it's good. If it's expensive, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I won't be a fan of it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow or in another video or whenever. We'll see you later.